Nick Walters here at Razorback Stadium, the site of today's Battle of the Boot, the rivalry game between Arkansas and LSU that spans back over a century. The Hogs try to defend the boot that they stole from Baton Rouge last year and try to win this rivalry game for the first time at home since 2014. But these teams come off polar opposite finishes last week as LSU shocked Bama and stormed the field, while Arkansas lost to Liberty and found a new low in their season. But could the Razorbacks pull off a shocker of their own in this year's rendition over a cross-state rival? It's freezing cold in Fayetteville as the Razorbacks salute servicemen for Veterans Weekend. Change of plans at quarterback as KJ Jefferson is ruled out with a shoulder, so Malik Hornsby draws his second start of the season against the 7th-ranked Tigers. In the first, he hits Jaden Hazelwood. Then Hornsby shows off the wheels, picking up the first that leads to a Cam Little triple. Hogs lead 3-0. LSU backed up, and Jordan Dominic punches it out. Razorbacks recover, but up close, their offense stalls and fails on a 4th down attempt, unable to turn the turnover into points. 3-zip flipping to the second, and there goes the backup again on the ground, scampering to move the chains. But shortly later, Hornsby gets the ball poked loose, and the Tigers hop on the fumble. Not to worry though, the Razorbacks defense continues to wreak havoc. Eric Gregory slams down Jaden Daniels, forcing LSU to boot in a field goal. Rest of the first half is the same story. Hogs offense struggles to move the ball, and while the Arkansas defense might bend, it won't break. Eric Gregory this time disrupting the backfield for the sack as LSU tacks on another field goal. 6-3 Tigers hitting the third. Hornsby still playing improv, turning broken plays into meaningful gains, but still no success through the air. LSU's pass rush keeps the Hogs offense running in place. It's only been trading field goals until LSU finds a hole in the secondary. Daniels' deep shot gets the Tigers down to the 1, and on the next play, Josh Williams finishes it off with a goal line plunge. Hogs trail by 10 heading into the final frame, and Sam Pittman makes a quarterback change. Cade Fortin takes Hornsby's place and has himself a scamper of his own. Fortin back to pass, throws while he's smacked, putting it right in the breadbasket for Matt Landers. The Razorbacks finally get into the end zone, and just like that, we got a ball game. 13-10 Tigers early 4th, and the defensive unit keeps playing hog wild. Chris Paul on the blitz gets to the passer. Arkansas gets the ball back, but it's a quick 3 and out. LSU's offense can't go anywhere either. Simeon Blair swallows up the run, but the Hogs offense gives it right back again with another 3 and out. Under 4 minutes to go, and the Tigers start milking the clock, moving the chains after a controversial spot. Arkansas starts using their timeouts, while Barry Odom's unit comes up big one more time. Bumper Pool swings down Noah Kane, and the read option isn't fooling anybody as Hudson Clark stands up Daniels. Hogs get it back down 3 with 1.5 minutes to go. In crunch time, Fortin finds Hazelwood for the first. Next play, plenty of time left. Fortin winds back, and just in time for duck hunting season, it's a duck. Some confusion as the knocked out ball went forward. LSU scoops it up and say they have it. The refs agree, calling it a fumble and recovery instead of an incomplete pass. After further review, Harold Perkins swatted it out before forward motion, and the call is confirmed. And that would do it. LSU wins 13-10, taking back the boot. Arkansas's defense shines, finishing with 7 sacks and stifling the number 7 Tigers, allowing less than 300 total yards. But Sam Pittman says it wasn't enough when his offense couldn't even crack 250.
Our defense played lights out, by far the best game we played all year. And for the second week in a row, we couldn't get anything going offensively. I was proud of when Fortin came in. In all honesty, we couldn't block. We didn't break tackles. We couldn't block for the run, couldn't protect him, and we didn't break any tackles till late in the game.
Fox 16's very own Madison Fitzpatrick with me now. Now, obviously, Madison, a tough, brutal finish to this game. Defense was the story through this one. Offense sputtered throughout. Cade Fortin provided a spark, but at the end of the day, Arkansas's offense could not get it done in that final drive. Let's start off with offense. What did you make of their performance from start to finish, given Malik Hornsby drew the start?
Well, it was obvious from the beginning that Hornsby just doesn't have that composure that KJ has. I think that if KJ would have been in, I think that everyone thinks that, then Arkansas would have come out today with the victory. But Cade Fortin came in with the 40-yard touchdown pass to Matt Landers, and that made it 13-10. So they got him within 3, and I thought that that was the spark that they needed. Maybe they could get some momentum and keep it going, but it just didn't turn out for them.
Unfortunately for Arkansas today, the running game really did not get going. We saw some A.J. Green quick bursts, but Rocket Sanders, when you're the Arkansas Razorbacks, LSU lean on that run, and you especially need to do so when your starting quarterback in KJ Jefferson is missing in this game, not to mention LSU coming off a win over Alabama, who has a dominant run game. So that was very important in this game, and that's one of the reasons why Arkansas could not come out on top. Now, their defense might have not been one of those reasons why they came away with an L today. Madison, what a performance by the Hogs on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, yeah, just in the second quarter, from the first and second quarter, they had 5 sacks. Arkansas only had 133 total yards rushing, whereas LSU had 198. So the defense played really well, and the rushing game wasn't able to get into it.
I think many fans out there, when asked about the defense, would say, where has this been all year? Entering that Texas A&M game, somewhere along the line, they disappeared. Injuries were a factor in this season's performance. However, it looks like the defense could be returning to form, and Barry Odom's unit might be able to get a push to the finish line in the season. And if the Hogs can lock into place in a bowl game, that would come a long way. Madison, heading into next week, what were other flaws besides the quarterback room that you think that Arkansas can improve on after this one?
So, Nick, the running game really never got going, and a lot of that has to fall on the offensive line. That's definitely an area that they need to improve on if they're going to start winning moving forward. Another takeaway is that the Razorbacks need KJ. If they're going to get points on offense, they're going to need KJ's running game and his passing game, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of chances coming up, including Ole Miss, to give this Hogs season an end that's worthwhile for the fans. But right now, it's a 13-10 loss to LSU that's heading the Hogs into yet another losing streak. We're going to have much more on this one next week with Wes Moore on Fox 16 Sports. But hey, stick around for more of Final Score, because we got a special story on Bryant football coming your way right after the break.